50 for the long term. She wants the advice on CET. Rajesh Agarwal, who's the head of research, AUM Capital, who's now also joining us. Hi, good afternoon, Rajesh, and thank you so much for joining us. Rajesh, let me come to you for this. CET, she's bought it at a buying price of 3,850, and she wants to hold it for the long term. What's your view?
Good morning, Ankita. Good morning, Kavita. Good morning, Kunal. First of all, my apologies for being late. I was stuck in a very bad traffic. As far as CET is concerned, company has been giving out good numbers quarter on quarter and doing very well. Not only in the OEM space, but also they have tie-ups in the replacement market too. Uh, the numbers which we are getting almost every month, month on month about the auto company speaks well about the future of tire industry. I think one can continue to hold for a long term. It's just because of market condition, it has corrected something from its higher side, but at this point of time, it's a hold from our side.
All right, let's begin and let's take our next question, which is again a WhatsApp question. And before that, let's also flash our number on screen, our WhatsApp number, so that if in case you haven't yet sent across your questions, you can do that right away. That's the number where our experts can advise you on your short-term or long-term buy. Okay, now this is a question coming in on SBI, and this is a long-term question, almost a hold for a year. Rajesh, I'll come to you. This is by Mr. Rajiv Kashyap on SBI, and he's holding 700 SBI at 773. And what's the time frame that you can recommend him to hold on this particular counter?
See, this can be held for a long period of time, maybe in the next 12 to 18 months, it can give a decent return, I would say. One of the largest PSU banks in the country doing very well. Balance sheet has been cleaned up. And not only the bank, even the subsidiaries are doing well. The digital app has its own value unlocking due in the maybe in the near future. So everything sums up. It's a great buy, I would say. Somebody holding can continue to hold. We have a target of around 1,200 odd rupees in the next 1 year. So any dip should be taken as an opportunity to add.
All right, so that's the word coming in as far as SBI is concerned. But let's move on to the next counter. This is Lalita's writing it from Bangalore. She says she has Tata Power 30 shares. She's bought at a buying price of 117. And she's sitting at a profit right now. Kindly advise if she should book profit or should she sell or should she hold. So Tata Power, she's bought at 117. Kunal, she's sitting at a profit clearly. What should she do? Should she book her profits or can she hold on for perhaps a further upside?
I think you should hold on to the stock, irrespective that the recent structure for the stock is looking a little bit, I would say, uncertain as such, because the stock has gone through a decent correction from its 2024 highs of 475, 480 thereabouts to now 360. The recent low for the stock in the month of March, April 2025 was, I think, around the 330, 340 mark. So I think in that context, maybe there could be a further leg of correction. The stock may go into a retest towards the 330 levels. But the long-term structure for Tata Power is looking extremely attractive. These are the kind of names which I believe should be a part of your portfolio for at least a period of 5 to 10 years, if not more, for the entire cycle to play out. So right now we are into a corrective phase. Once that ends, I believe names like Tata Power could try and make a very strong comeback. So even if you look at this, say potentially for the next 2 to 3 years, I strongly sense that the stock can come back to the previous highs of 450, 475, and the market structure tends to improve, then you might see the stock moving up significantly higher from those levels. My recommendation is a hold.
All right, it's a hold, and yes, but then you need some patience. 450 levels are quite expected in some time. But then let's move on. This is a long-term question coming in from Rohit. He's from Odisha. And so two stocks, Rajesh. Nalco bought at 238 and 100 shares of that. Inox Wind bought at 136, 200 shares. His long-term investor wants to know if he can also average these counters. Time frame is almost 3 to 5 years.
See, taking one by one, I think Inox Wind should be avoided at this point of time, and any upsides would be taken as an opportunity to exit. The numbers are decent, but the valuations are not that good at this point of time. As far as Nalco is concerned, it has run up quite a lot in the recent past because of the metal cycle which is going on. But still, there is a lot of steam left because of the fact that the demand is going up. The supply is down, the LME prices are up. The company gives out good dividend too. So around 350, 340 odd levels, that would be a good buy. Somebody holding can continue to hold.
All right, so that's the word coming in on National Aluminium. But let's move on to the next question. This is Lakshmanan who's writing. He's a senior citizen. He's writing from Bangalore, and he wants a long-term. He has a long-term question, and he wants specifically Rajesh to answer this. He says that he has RIL, HDFC, Asian Paints. Shall he sell part of it and extend? Canara Bank, Union Bank, and Federal Bank is where he wants to perhaps park his money. After partially booking out of RIL and HDFC and Asian Paints. Would you recommend that, Rajesh?
See, it's a very dicey question, I would say, because in RIL, HDFC Bank, and Asian Paint, all three we have a buy call at this point of time. Since the gentleman is holding all three of them, these are fundamentally very strong companies. For example, if you look at Reliance, they gave out very steady performance 2-3 days back. Geo subscribers crossed around 250 odd millions. Only the retail venture was a little flattish, I would say. But again, that has 19,900 odd stores at this point of time. And they are planning a Geo IPO in the near future. So that will again go for value unlocking. HDFC again has a good numbers. The valuations are very attractive. If you top up Asian Paint, market leader in paint, and all the talks of the hot competition coming in had already been left behind. Now it can move up to 3,300, 3,500 in the next 1 year. So these three are hold from our side, even a buy from our side, I would say. And the other banks that like Union Bank or a Canara Bank, which the gentleman has selected, are good buys at this point of time. If somebody has got extra funds, they can deploy into that. But selling these stocks won't be recommended.
Right, so you can buy if at all you've got more quantity, but then selling is definitely not recommended in both of these counters. Let's move on. Kunal, question for you. This is Mr. Madhava, and he's bought Grow. Bought at 385 quantity at 179. He wants to know if he can average it.
So I think if you're looking to average the stock, I would suggest a level closer to 150 or 143. That's a zone where the stock in the last, say, 1 month broadly has taken support twice or multiple times. And I think that's where the stock or the buyers are trying to ensure that the stock holds on to those kind of support points. So I think rather than buying the stock at the peak of momentum, trying to take the advantage over here in terms of correction. 150 to 143 could be a good range in case the stock happens to correct till that kind of a band. It's a good price point where you can look to average or add further.
All right, so that's the view coming in on Grow, but let's move on to the next question. And this is coming from Bharatwaj, who's writing in from Coimbatore. He says that he has 300 shares of Exide that he's bought at an average buying price of 418. He wants to know if he can buy more, and he's looking to hold it for the next 2 to 3 years. Rajesh, I'll come to you for this. Exide, how does it look to you on the fundamentals? He's clearly sitting at a profit, right? Exide Industries bought it at 410, so he's sitting at a loss right now. What do you recommend for the next 2 to 3 years? Would that be a good hold?
Yes, for a 2 to 3 years period, I think it's a good hold. Not only a good hold, one can even buy if the funds allow. The company has been doing very well. They have strong OEM contracts with them. Replacement market is good. Auto is doing well, and they're moving into EV space too. So all in all, the numbers have been decent, I would say, if not good. Valuations are attractive. For a long-term horizon, it's a buy.
Horizon, it's a buy, but then what are the charts saying, Kunal? Short term?
So my view would be a little different from Rajesh's. My expectation is that the stock will continue to drag or underperform. The stock has already broken below the 2025 lows. It's already available, I think, at a 2-year or 3-year low for itself. The long-term charts have been showing a lot of negativity for Exide. So I think in that sense, I would suggest to use any kind of a minor bounce back or rally as a point to exit.
All right, so that's the fundamental and the tech check for Exide. That was the last question for the day. Kunal and Rajesh, thank you so much for taking the time out and answering all our stock-specific questions. But with that, it's time for us to slip into